Hey, I'm Sarah from Moserbus. If you've Googled HubSpot via Salesforce for your mortgage business, every answer you found is generic SaaS advice. Nobody mentions loan stages or flousing 3 forms. So let's actually break this down for mortgage lenders. Hey, I'm
Every mortgage broker eventually Googles HubSpot versus Salesforce. Here's the problem. Every answer you find is generic SaaS advice. Nobody talks about loan stages, 1003 forms, or what happens when a borrower doesn't hear back in 4 hours. That's what we're covering today. Real 2026 pricing, what's actually missing, and where the decision really sits. The question isn't which CRM has better email tracking, it's which one keeps your pipeline moving without hiring someone just to run the software. Keep that in mind, because it's the question both platforms fail to answer. HubSpot and Salesforce were both built to sell CRM software, not mortgages. Their default pipeline is lead, qualified, proposal, closed won. A loan doesn't move like that. It moves through pre-approval, document collection, underwriting, conditional approval, closing. Each stage has its own compliance clock. Neither tool tracks that out of the box. HubSpot's real working tier is professional. Call it $100 a seat plus a $1,500 onboarding fee. And that's Sales Hub alone. Marketing Hub is a separate bill starting near $890 a month. For that money, you still get no loan stage pipeline, no compliance-aware texting, no document tracking, and no LOS sync. Salesforce license pricing looks almost reasonable, $25 to $550 a user. Then implementation enters the picture. A real mortgage build needs Django or something like it, plus custom objects for loan files. That's a project running from the low tens of thousands into 6 figures over 3 to 6 months, with a dedicated admin needed once it's live. Laid out side by side, the pattern's the same either way. Neither has a mortgage-native pipeline, neither has real compliance-aware texting, and both need custom work to talk to your LOS. The only real difference is how much you pay to hit that wall. So why do brokers stay? Mostly sunk cost. Nobody wants to admit the tool they spent 3 months migrating onto is part of the problem. But the daily cost doesn't show up on an invoice. It shows up as a loan officer opening a second tab to check conditions, dozens of times a day. That adds up to slower response times, and slower responses send borrowers to whoever called back first. Here's the real question. Why does the winner have to be one of these two? A mortgage-native platform skips the retrofitting. Moserbus starts with loan stages, 1003 handling, and compliance-aware texting from the first login, plus an AI chatbot that takes real action, a built-in power dialer, and a marketing engine timed to mortgage stages instead of a generic drip sequence. To be fair to both, if your brokerage is one department inside a company already standardized on HubSpot, staying put often beats running a second system, and a large multi-branch lender with dedicated IT genuinely gets value from Salesforce. The mistake isn't picking either one. It's picking either one by default because everyone's heard of them. A few quick answers. Neither platform is purpose-built for mortgage. Salesforce implementation alone can run into 6 figures. HubSpot's Marketing Hub is a separate $890 a month bill. And yes, mortgage-native platforms like Moserbus exist, and they start with this stuff built in. If your team's stuck picking between two platforms that were never built for mortgage, bring your actual pipeline to a Moserbus demo. 30 minutes will tell you